Previously, we highlighted the fact that unless the risk level is identified to be in the green zone, control measures need to be put in place. It's time to move on to the next step, which is risk control. We can control risk by applying various control measures, thus mitigating risk to an as low as reasonable practical level. In the case of an in-depth risk analysis, which is performed by the organization, part of the analysis will be to identify the existing control measures, define their effectiveness, and then take them into account when deciding about the level of probability and severity. This again would require collection of data in relation to the existing controls in order to make an informed decision. When the risk level is required to be improved, then this may be achieved in two ways. One way is that the existing controls may be improved, and another way is that the new controls may be introduced. It doesn't have to be one way or the other. On the contrary, usually a combination of the two ways may be applied. However, when we decide about control measures, there are some factors that we need to keep in mind. These factors may be easily remembered by the acronym FACES. The acronym stands as follows: feasibility, can it be done? Acceptability, will the various stakeholders, like employees, organization, and respective authority accept it? Cost, can we afford it? Effectiveness, will it work? Sustainability, and will it last? Let's go back to the story and decide on the issue of the induction process. A probable control measure will be to provide an induction training to any new joiner of the organization, depending on their duties and responsibilities. Perhaps an additional control measure will be to assign another employee to be a guardian of the new joiner for a few days just to help him get acclimatized. Some control measures may be applied at the level of the organization and some at the level of the individual or the team. What we have discussed up to now is how we apply in-depth risk management at the level of the organization. However, it is equally important to examine how we apply risk management on an individual level and on a daily basis. Coming up, we will discuss on-the-spot risk management.